Hello everyone. Today we are going to see about stacked column chart and clustered column chart. Both are kind of a bar chart and both are used to compare the category values with quantitative values. We can see what is categorical values and what is quantitative data. Okay, we can see what is the type of the data. There are two types of data, mainly categorical and numerical. And numerical are termed as quantitative. It includes all the measurements, and categorical data are like qualitative. Numerical, the example of numerical data are like if you take a case of the data, here these with respect, these are called numerical data, unit price, quantity, even order ID can be considered as numerical data. This is actually quantitative categorical. But this quantity and the unit price are numerical data. Most of the data in a fact table will be numerical data. The categorical data are like categories or names, the product names, the category names, the country, state. All these can be considered as categorical data. Even a blood group can be considered as categorical data. So for visualizing categorical data, if it is coming against the quantitative value, you can use bar chart or pie chart. So you can use the x-axis for the quantitative, for the category, and y-axis for the, in this visual, x-axis is for category and y-axis is for quantitative. You can do vice versa also. You can use the y for category and x for quantitative also. So both these are used in Power BI. The best use of this quantitative with the against the categorical data is in the form of bar chart. You can use pie chart also. So in bar chart, usually every report will be having or dashboard will be having a bar chart. And in that, two different types of bar chart or column chart are stacked and clustered chart. Both you can show values against the categorical data. First, we will see what is clustered chart and when it can be used. So clustered column chart, basically it is known as, and in the visualization, you can see clustered in the second category. The second one is clustered bar chart. And in this, this is an example of clustered bar chart, clustered column chart. Here, we can see categories as well as subcategories. So here the states are categories, and we can see product as subcategories. So we have a list of states, then the products, and the total quantity of sales. The quantity is shown in the y-axis. So here we can see the highest quantity with respect to product from different states. So with respect to New York state, you can see the highest product as office supplies. Same for all the states. You can also see which product is having the highest and which is having the lowest quantity. Yeah, same thing. You can see the highest quantity of product is this one, and the lowest is this one. This one is technology. So same thing, this chart is thus used for comparing quantitative value against each category or subcategory. It can be mainly used to compare the subcategories as a whole. In the example, the same we are used to for comparing the product that is of category. You can also count the highest among the subcategories. Among the subcategories, highest is having New York, which is having office supplies. The lowest being here, you can see here or here, you can see, and that is furniture in this state. These kind of questions are easily obtained when you use cluster chart. The next type of chart is tag chart. If you need a comparison of product in every state, like the category as a whole, along with the subcategory, you can use stacked column chart. Using this, you can find the highest quantity with respect to the state. Initially, it will be difficult if you are using, if you when you see this chart, it is difficult to find out the difference between the subcategory, that is difference between the product in each state. But when you if you enable uh, the data label in this chart, you can see the difference between the product categories also. So in basically in reports, you use a combination of stacked and clustered column chart. So in a nutshell, if you want, we can show the value of each category with the separation of subcategory. You can use stacked chart like this, or to compare the values of subcategory, you can use clustered chart. As an example, the same example itself, we can try it out. We have a data set, and in that data set, we are having the quantity, and we need to check the quantity with respect to the state. So initially, we can try stack chart, or first is we saw cluster chart. So cluster chart, we can take it, and we can take the state. We can take the quantity, and this is the state with respect to the quantity, but we need the product category also. So here it is. We have the product category, and in this product category, we can see which is having the highest product category, that is in New York. That is also office supplies, and that is in New York. And some are not having any subcategory. All this we can see in clustered chart. If you enable the data labels, you can see the value also with respect to that. Now we can take the stack chart and see. Stack chart, the same thing, state. We can check the quantity with respect to the state and the product category. So here what we see is that we see a different kind of chart, and we see a different chart where we can easily find out the difference between the state, but it is difficult to find out the difference between the product. So what we can do is that we can enable the data labels. Here with respect to this, we can compare the product. Okay, here this product is higher. Like that we can find out. This also you can show it in this way. Sorry, you can show it in this way. I think this will be much more better. So these are the different types of charts which we can use to compare the values. Same way here also we are having the percentage chart here. The percentages will be shown. The graph will be with respect to 100%, and we can see how much percentage are there with respect. We can take this chart. We can show it in this one. See, the entire chart will be shown like this with 100%, and we can see how much percentage it is. So this is 56. This is having the highest, but the problem here it is everything will be shown like this 100%. So for using it will be better to use this kind of scenarios, like we can use the stacked and clustered one. So if it is needed, you can use this 100% of this percentage 100% clusters chart also. But basically, in the reporting, we will have a combination of clustered and stacked column chart. So hope this is understood by. And if you have any doubts or any comments, you can write it down, or you can send it through email. Thank you.